And, before the pandemic, it was already a difficult path here in Paterson and for municipalities across our region. Now with COVID-19, that path is a minefield. It was 1 year ago this week, in May 2019, when we filed an in-depth report about the dire budget situation in Paterson, New Jersey, where the public school district ultimately laid off dozens and dozens of teachers.
We understand that we don't have the resources that we need to provide a thorough and efficient education.
Now, as the widespread impact of mass COVID-19 infections tears through one community after another, municipal budget negotiations across our region are going from bad to worse. Ironically, thanks in part to the solution for the pandemic, social distancing. Keep in mind, reducing class sizes in order for students to physically sit farther apart from one another is going to require the same number, if not more, teachers on hand whenever traditional classes finally resume.
And I don't know how you do that with 35, 38 kids in a room.
As of Wednesday night, Paterson School Superintendent Eileen Schaefer says a $14 million budget deficit could force the city to lay off an additional 243 teachers.
Right now, everything is on the table. We're looking at it. And again, I just want to say it's the last thing we want to do.
Paterson is not alone. New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio says without federal aid, furloughs may be coming to the city's municipal employees, including first responders.
I've lost $7.4 billion already, and my economy can't come back until I get that stimulus and get back to normal and provide those basic services. It's a real catch-22. No stimulus, no recovery, no revenue. It only gets worse.
Uniformed Firefighters Association President Gerard Fitzgerald.
To put it on our backs, to threaten us, to go to Washington to try and get more money, it's just unacceptable.
New Jersey State Assemblyman Benji Wimberly represents Paterson and sits on the Assembly Committee for Public Education.
With the economic impact on the parents, on the community, it would be a disaster. And I hope the federal level will step in and give us the stimulus dollars we need to keep education afloat.
If we have to lay off a teacher, our class sizes are just going to be, it's not going to be doable. And it's going to be the worst thing for our kids, and they've been out now since March.
How bad is the situation here in Paterson? Listen to this. Assemblyman Wimberly says at last count, about 14,000 students, that's about half of the student body here in Paterson, were missing devices, Chromebooks, etc., necessary for online learning during this pandemic. We're live in Paterson, New Jersey tonight. Jay Dow, Pix 11 News.